I just wanted to do a quick video today, guys. I wanted to kind of go over why I teach. And I think there's a lot of reasons for it, but I think you need to understand kind of like the history of how everything evolved for me on my farm here. The thing is when I started out, I didn't really have a background in any of this, and I reached out to experts in their field, and then I kind of just dived right in and started growing mushrooms. I ran into a lot of problems early on in the beginning, and we ended up outsourcing farm labor on our farm, and we designed a 30-day workshop called the internship, and it was an opportunity for people to come learn on my farm for free, but also I could benefit from the laborers as we were scaling up our business. Over time, that has developed into the mentorship, which you guys know now. And the thing is teaching, what it has taught me is that you don't know everything, and by kind of involving so many people in your life and in your business, so many great things can happen. And we continue to teach to this day. This is year 4 right now, and my business is rapidly evolving, and a lot of the reason for that is because we bring in students. By me teaching all the time, my understanding of how things work is always changing, but by getting different perspective on different ways things can kind of get put together, by bringing in people with different experiences, all these ideas are always flowing on my farm. And even just by sharing on YouTube with you guys, I always get so many cool ideas, just even in the comments. By sharing, my farm is rapidly evolving. So I would say I teach because there's so much power in sharing, and I think you can rapidly understand how things work the more people you get involved in your business. So I would say that is the main reason why I teach, but the thing is I also really enjoy it. I get so much value out of showing you guys and showing my students what I've accomplished. Like, I'm so proud of what I've done. It's so unique to this industry, the fact that we're growing seasonal mushrooms in greenhouses. We're always doing research on strain selection, and we're always trying to do new innovative ways of growing mushrooms. And the fact is that in the beginning I read all these books, I met all these experts, but now the farm research is all organic. Everything just kind of happens here. We observe what is going on, and we try to make changes, and it's all based on assumptions and kind of figuring out what is the best strategy to move forward. And my business is so unique, and a lot of that is just because we do things so differently in how a typical business would do it. And a lot of people are very afraid to share, and in the mushroom industry, this is something that a lot of mushroom growers will not tell you, is that they don't want to share. And it's really hard to get people on the phone. It's really hard to get your answers to the questions that you might have, because there's a lot of fear out there. And I get it. I really do. But the thing is that if you don't share your ideas, this business is not going to evolve. And there's only going to be big players in this industry that dominate the market. There's so much power in sharing your ideas, because it allows the small grower to come up with new innovative ways that they can compete with the big mushroom growers. And I think there's a lot of room in this market for smaller growers. I think ultimately competition is good, and the stronger growers are always going to make it. You know, they're always going to be the ones that succeed, and the growers that don't have sufficient cash flow, that don't have their stuff together, that don't maybe have enough business sense, they're obviously going to fizzle out. But if you have strong knowledge in business, you're a really hard worker, you have financial backing, whether you have investors or yourself, and you're willing to put in the work, and you're willing to work every day until you're successful, you're gonna succeed. And this is all the stuff that I teach you guys here. You get hands-on learning if you come work on my farm, and it's all about seeing what is realistic, what is possible, but also understand how I got there. a lot of the stuff that we share when you're here, you're not going to learn on YouTube. You don't have the backstory of why I'm doing something specifically this way. I just show you guys kind of snapshots of what's going on my farm. You get the ideas going, but the thing is you're still going to need to make mistakes, and those mistakes are going to cost money. They're going to take time, and if you're really dedicated, you're going to be like me, and literally 7 years of your life is going to be gone. But the thing is you can put in the work, and you can spend as much time and as much money as it takes to be successful, and you're going to be so proud of what you've accomplished, like I am. But if you don't have as much time, because I was 28, 29 when I got started in this, and if you're a little older and maybe you've already done a business before, you recognize how valuable it is to get hands-on learning. And you know, I still think, you know, your best time, you're gonna have the best experience here if you do your research before you come here. You read some books, maybe you're even growing a little bit, and then you come here, because you're gonna be able to absorb everything. You know, we get students that literally know nothing, and we get more qualified kind of credentialed growers that come here as well. And I always find that the students that are already growing, they're the ones that take it all in, because the information is intense. We literally work every day, 12 hours a day if we need to, and the learning doesn't stop. But that's how intense my course is, but that is also how valuable it is. And if you guys can't take my course, you can buy my book. I'll leave a link up there, wherever it's going to be, and you can use that as a course credit. You can read my book, get the ideas, and if you want to take my course someday, you can use it as a credit. And you know, check out that video, and that goes over all the details for that. So I teach because I see there's such a huge need for it, and I love it so much because it brings so much richness to my life. I meet so many people from all over the world, and how else would I do that? I'm a business owner. I can't leave my business, and people come here to learn. And what has happened is we have such an amazing work environment here that it is so rich with knowledge, and it's literally so much fun to have so many people involved in my life and my business, that this is such a cool place to work. And I am so blessed and so lucky that I am on YouTube, and I'm able to reach out to so many of you guys that do take my course, because it makes my business and my life so much better for it. So really, the whole point of this video today, guys, is that when I started out, I never intended to be an educator. I never intended to share the way I do, and I didn't really understand the power of social media. And if you want to have a successful business in this era, and you want to be able to stand out, you need to be good at making videos. And I truly believe that YouTube is the best platform for that, and it's the best way to reach out and get people involved in what you're doing. And if you want to educate like me, you know, it's something you can't jump into right away, but as you build your business and you actually have value and you have stuff to teach people, you should really consider opening up your business, because it is such a great way to grow. And if you have something so different and so niche like what I do, it's the only way to kind of get those ideas going. You know, you really need to get so many people involved, because I can't think of everything, but I've always been really good at sourcing out opportunity and kind of recognizing what can really work in this space. And the more people we get involved in this business, it just keeps benefiting me more and more and more, and then I have so much more to teach, and then our program becomes so much more valuable to you. So I really encourage you guys to share. I really encourage you guys to get into educating. I love how the information is becoming more accessible, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube for mushroom growing. When I first started out, it was very hard to find answers. I think it's a lot easier now, and I think in the next 5 or 10 years, it's only going to get more transparent. And with that transparency, I think the strong growers, they're going to survive, but I also think innovation is going to happen, and I think by sharing, anything is possible. And I think there's so much unique and amazing stuff to come.